So guys, coming to you barefaced for a very autumnal fall chatty get ready with me video. So if you want to see some of my favourite fall or autumn inspired makeup products, as well as just kind of having a good old catch up, then stay tuned. So hey guys, it's Becky and welcome to my channel. Hello if you're new there. I do loads of plus size fashion content along with beauty, lifestyle and home videos coming at you every Tuesday and Thursday. So do hit that big red subscribe button down below. It is free to subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell. And hello to all my lovely regulars. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love doing these videos because I feel like I just sit down and chat with you guys, and it's just a good time, isn't it? So pop me on in the background if you're doing some cooking or some cleaning. I always watch YouTube when I'm doing the dishes and stuff like that. So let me know what you're doing while you watch me, because I'm always doing something when YouTube's on in the background. So I've put all my skincare, I've done my brows with the NYX Fix It Stick It. We're just going to go straight into the eyeshadow. Can you see my little ghost up there? How seasonal of me. So this is one of my favourite palettes of all time because I just love autumn. Autumn is my favourite season. So Too Faced do come out with like an autumn themed palette every year, and I don't really like this year's palette. It's called Pumpkin Spice, like a second slice, but it's not in this really cute tin packaging. It's in like cardboard, and that just makes you think kind of like, it's just a bit cheap. It's just a bit cheap, isn't it, guys? But this one's absolutely gorgeous. This one did fall down my stairs, my parents' stairs, when I was moving house. So it's a little bit dented along with all of my other. It was literally the most devastating thing that happened. But I am going to be doing a look with that shadow. I'm going to do an all matte look. I never do all matte looks. This is very, very brave of me. But that's what I'm going to be attempting anyway. This is devastating. My favorite eyeshadow primer is discontinued. The Essence eyeshadow base, no longer, guys, no longer. I loved it because it was so cheap. It was so cheap. It was like under £3, I think. And that's what I like with my products that I use every day. I like them to be really cheap, so I don't feel like upset about running through them. Like eyeshadow palettes, you know, they last a long time, so if you spend a little bit of money on them, you know you're gonna have them for the long run. But stuff like eyebrow products, mascaras, concealers, sometimes I do like a bougie concealer, but stuff like that, I do like to try and find a cheap option so I can just like run through it and not feel guilty. But yeah, so if you please let me know your like more affordable like drugstore options. I do know NYX does one, but it's in like a tube and I really like it with like a little doe foot. I am just this is my little setup, guys. This is a MAC blank type single shadow that I got from the cosmetic company outlet store. They were 4 for £10 because they're not in like a package. They're for the pro palette. But this is a little brush cleaner. It just magnetizes on there. So I don't take it traveling, obviously, but I use it every time I do my makeup at home. So and I got 4 of them for £10. So I do just set my eyeshadow primer, and I just find that works for me really nicely. So yeah, do let me know your favorite affordable eyeshadow primers. I have tried like Urban Decay Primer Potion. I've got the new Too Faced, like the redo of their like primer potion, whatever they want to call it, but I just don't see the cost value in them. So, oh my god, guys, I'm so excited to give this eyeshadow look a go. So I'm gonna go in with Pumpkin Spice, which is this beautiful like burnt orange. I'm gonna tap a bit off. And I'm just gonna pack that onto the lid. I've not done my base first, just because of any fallout, because I do want this to be quite oh my god, it look how pigmented, how beautiful. Oh, I'm very excited to do this. I never do matte look, guys. I think matte scare me. I do quite like how easy. Wow, that's beautiful. I like how easy those shimmers can like blend, where mattes are a little bit trickier for me, but you know, you have to try things, and if it doesn't work out, you can just take it off, can't you? Just take it off. But I will say, these autumn Too Faced tin palettes are incredible. They did a cinnamon swirl one last year, and I love it. That's more like purples and browns. But I do still think I've heard quite good reviews of that. Ooh. I have heard quite good reviews of the new one this year, but it's just the packaging for me. And I do have the gingerbread one, the pumpkin spice one, and I have the cinnamon swirl one, so I'm probably not going to get it unless I get it on like a super sale. I love I love a bargain. I love a bargain. So I am going to go in now with Sigma, do some of my favourite brushes. I think I'm going to go in with Love You a Latte, which is a brown. I think, what do I want to add? Oh my gosh, guys, this is so like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go, oh no, oh my lord, I need to be more careful. I need to concentrate. I'm just gonna go in with this brown and start blending. This is what's like this scares me. It's meant to be enjoyable. It still looks cute. I should have gone in, I think, with Ginger Spice, which is that more orangey shade. So I think I'm gonna give that a go on like a little small blending brush. We're all here just experimenting together. Yes, yes, yes. Love that. Just in the inner corner, we're just adding that more kind of burnt orange in with that brown. And then I am just gonna go in a little bit more of that orange, just to like amp it back up, because I want that orange to be like the focal point. She is the moment. And then I'm just gonna quickly clean off my brush and just kind of sweep away some of that excess. And that is the finished moment. So when I do my concealer, I will be cleaning that up there. I think it's quite simple, quite autumnal, and really, really pretty. So I am just probably gonna just do this eye quickly off camera, just so I don't bore you to death. But I will be doing inner corner highlight as like the only bit of shimmer, but I think that will look stunning. I'm really impressed with myself. And the blend is chef's kiss. You can't see like any bad blending. So guys, I've done both my eyes now. Yeah, I love it. I know what some people might say is, oh, a matte warm toned eyeshadow look for autumn, groundbreaking. I know it's not very exciting, but I always do a shimmer. So good for me. Next up, I am just priming quickly with, I love this. I got this in a mystery box. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Brightening Youth Glow primer. I really like it. Don't know why, just do. I feel like it's definitely got some sort of kind of like skincare in here. It just moisturizes really nicely, super glowy. But yeah, I also think as well, because the glow is kind of more of a pearlescent glow, with me being so fair, that is quite useful. She does obviously do like the goldier primer as well, but can't complain at that. It wasn't something I was super excited about getting in the mystery box, but I think it's the thing I've actually used the most. So up next, going in with my trusty Nars Pot Concealer. I do love this. It lasts for ages, and I just put it on my spots. It's quite a nice thick concealer, but it blends really nicely. Quite skin-like once it's all said and done. Don't have any issues with it actually. I really rate it for like your spot concealing. I'd always recommend having a different concealer for spot concealing and for like highlighting and stuff under your eyes, because they're two different things you're wanting. You're wanting quite thick coverage for spot concealing, because obviously you're also trying to counteract that texture, but then for under eye you want something quite thin, because if you have something thick, it cakes up even more than it does already. But up next, I'm using this Cover FX Power Play concealer. I really like this, and I don't know if they still do. I know I got this really cheap on like Beauty Bay or something. It was like really reduced. This was quite a while ago as well. It's like a little ball, which isn't my favorite because like a lot gets stuck on there. But the concealer itself is great. So I just pop a dot, and then I'm back to doing a little bit of concealer on my nose now that summer's gone and I'm not sweating absolute buckets anymore. It was so pointless putting concealer on my nose for a really long time because it just melted off. Then I'm just going to spray my sponge with the NYX Dewy finish. Is my sponge clean? No, it is not. That is my downfall. That is my downfall. I don't wash my sponge enough. I really should. This is a Made by Mitchell sponge. I got this with one of his TikTok bundles. It's quite good. It's just like a Real Technique sponge. It's I never understood the hype about beauty blenders. Like, it was nice, but I just liked the Real Technique sponge that was like a quarter of the price. I do think though, like really cheap sponges, they are sometimes like rock hard. So Real Techniques is just my go-to, and I always try and get it on like an offer. You can get it obviously on like ASOS. So I normally they do like a multi-pack of 4 for £18, and then if they've got the 20% off, it's a really good deal. So I normally pulling all these faces, yeah, I normally try and do that, and those will last me half a year or so. This concealer blends out so nicely. It's really good. I know Kathleen Lights really liked it when it came out. Really nice. I do quite like a more matte skin as well. And I don't know, it's strange, isn't it, how a season really changes your makeup preferences. Like in the summer, I just want to be like a glowy goddess, and now I'm like, matte please. I don't know, it's so strange, isn't it? Then, oh gosh, guys, I feel like every time I show you this, it's just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. I do have a backup ready. I really want to try this with you today. It is a poof. It is a LH Cosmetics poof. As you can see there. Apparently these are really good for under eye. So I'm just going to wipe some powder on here. And I'm going to I'm never using a brush again. That is game change. That is the game changed. No creasing. No creasing, folks. I know they've been selling these for cheaper. I just needed to like hit my minimum spend to get the free shipping. So I popped that in, but amazing. I might try cheaper. This was £12. But you can like take it. Oh, just like a sponge. Okay. You can take this off and wash it quite easily, and it's so soft. I do think though you could probably get this like for way cheaper on like Amazon. I know TikTok shop are doing loads of them as well. Obviously you can do your whole face with this as well. Absolutely love that. So back to some more autumnal theme products. Lighter bronzers. So I'm a fair babe. In the summer I do like to go quite ham on the bronzers, but now we're going autumn winter. I like to be a little bit more subtle. As a very fair lady, it's quite hard to find really fair bronzers. So this is the Dior Fair Bronze, the Dior Forever Natural Bronzer. The only other brand that I know that does as light a shade of this is Charlotte Tilbury. So it was a toss up between the two, but it's really just like warming up the face rather than like, it's so natural. You can almost hardly see it, but you can see it when you're doing it. It's like that, it's that natural. Like it's very light, which I quite like sometimes, like in the autumn. Like I don't want to look too bronzed, but it's nice to add a bit of definition. And also with this you can be a little bit more kind of like sloppy. You don't have to be so careful with it if you are as fair as me. But this is such a light shade of bronzer. It's amazing. So it's very subtle, but perfect. One, if you don't like too much bronzer in general, but also if you just want to have like a touch, a kiss of something. Beautiful. Next up, now this is if you are feeling like you want to get something that has those autumn vibes, but you don't want to spend like loads of money. I get that. This is an e.l.f. Well, they say it's a blush and a highlighter. I would say it's like a blush duo in Spiced Apple. This is gorgeous. Oh, let me open it. No mirror, but I think this is about £3 or £4. You can get it at Superdrug. I like to go between the two, but I will tap this off. It's quite pigmented. So super pretty colour, and names get me. Names really do get me, and I'm just like, ooh, that makes it feel so autumny. I do like to put a bit of blush on my nose. I know what you're saying, but I do. And yeah, these blush duos are really great. They are really good, and they're so affordable. Even if you're just looking for a new affordable blush, these ones are great, and they all come with kind of like a matching, as I said, they say highlighter. This would obviously be way too dark for me. I like to kind of mix them to make like a really pretty, slightly shimmery blush. But that's in Spiced Apple, and I just think it's a really pretty, like neutrally blush. It's just really nice. I think you could definitely build up, but you know, do it like me. My words are not coming out today, but I really like it. I couldn't find like an autumn named highlighter, so I'm just going to use my current favourite. I think I've used this in literally every video, every get ready with me video I've had recently. It's the Jaclyn Iced highlighter. It's so good, guys. I love it. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, autumn is just my favourite time of year. I do like waking up and like having to put my little comfy jacket on. It was so warm and so hot for so long. I'm so like, what is your favourite part of autumn? Let me know in the comments. But my least favourite part of autumn, I don't know if you can tell from my voice, bloody cold's on the way, isn't it? That's not my favourite part. Obviously all the kids have just got back to school. That's the only thing I hate about this time of year. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. That's really, really opened up the eye. Stunning. I love this highlighter. I've never really got into Jaclyn Hill. I never watched her even when she did a lot of beauty. I know she doesn't do that much beauty anymore, even though she has a beauty line. But yeah, I always just watched other people, but amazing highlighter. So yeah, I got a bit of a croak of my throat. I'm hoping it just goes, but you always like, you're like, oh, hopefully it'll go. But we all know it's just the beginning. So I thought, let's film some videos before I can no longer speak. NYX Dewey Finish Setting Spray. I just love this setting spray. It's cheap. It doesn't mattify too much. I do like it. I know I said I like matte, but I also do like it. I don't like too cakey. So if you've got a lot of matte stuff on your face, if you've used a lot of powder or whatever, this will really help just kind of like decakify. And I will say, I do always put on the setting spray before I do my mascara, because then it doesn't get all wet and then like gooby everywhere. We don't like a gooby moment. Just still going through this, to be honest. I don't wear makeup every day now like I used to do before COVID, like I imagine like a lot of you guys. So I now just make sure I have just one mascara on the go. It's just really pointless to have more than one open. It's just a waste. I think the 3 months is up before I've even finished most mascaras now. So I just have one on the go. So I'm still going with that MAC stack. It's okay. I don't think I'd bother with it again. I'm trying to use this eyelash serum, but I'm not very good at keeping up with it. But I'm just trying to help these poor guys out over here. It's not looking good. Oh my god, guys, I did try these magnetic eyeliner lashes the other day. JP came over and he took me out on like a date night, and they were shit. They were so shit. They were really expensive. They were 20 quid. And as I was taking the lashes off the packaging, one of the magnets like came off the lash, so it just stayed stuck to the box, and that was like the inner corner. So then obviously the lash just wouldn't stick to it because there was no magnet, and I couldn't. Maybe I could have glued it back on, but like, you know, your lashes are your last thing that you're doing, so like normally you're getting close to leaving time, so I didn't have time to fanny around. And you have to put this eyeliner on 3 times, guys, like, and then it just getting thicker and thicker, and it looked cakey. No, not for me. And I just thought it was going to make putting lashes on easier and less messy, but no, it was a mess. I never wear lashes anyway, but I thought, oh, like, this might be super easy. I'll just put on some liner, boom, done, and then, you know, out the door. No, you have to wait for each coat of the eyeliner to dry. Oh, it was such a bore ache. I'm never doing that again. I think I actually threw them away, because it was just a complete waste of money. So if you see them, personally I wouldn't bother. I am also not putting mascara under my eyes at the moment. Don't know why. I'm just trying to maybe just keep my eye open, like keep making my eye look a bit bigger. So many tricks I have to do. But yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day. I need to try and get over it. It's just annoying because like every time like I edit a video or whatever, like I see like the eye isn't smaller, it's just the eyelashes, it's just the bloody eyelashes. It's so annoying, and I'm like, well, what do I pluck these eyelashes out so they look as shit as these ones? Like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But there we go for the mascara. It's a good mascara. Like, it's not awful. It's just really expensive for what it is. So finally, guys, Too Faced, they just love autumn. This is the Pumpkin Spice Melted Matte Lipstick. They're liquid lip. I am getting back into liquid lipsticks and matte lipsticks. For the longest time I've loved super like glossy, nourishing lipsticks, and I still do love them, but I did kind of go on a bit of a liquid lip kick as well during COVID because of obviously masks and lip stains. So yeah, I think it does smell. And also the palette smells of pumpkin spice, which is crazy. Though these do leak. And I don't know what's been seeping out of them. But it is this really pretty like terracotta tone. That's the bottom lip done. I like how on these like minis, they are like, the doe foots are really small, so you can get really good application. There we go. Ooh, vampy. I feel so autumnal, guys. So guys, this is the finished autumnal look. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was very fun to try out a matte eyeshadow look. Probably not a tutorial, more of a come experiment with me video. Sorry if you came for a tutorial, because that is not what you got. But I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and I hope it's inspired you to maybe try something that you've always wanted to try with your makeup but maybe just haven't got around to doing it. Like, give it a go, because yeah, you can always just, you know, get the makeup wipes and just start again if it ends up horrific. But I hope you enjoyed it. Do let me know all your favourite autumnal things down below in the comments. Do also give this video a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Plenty more kind of autumnal videos coming this way, including lots of fashion, of course. So I will see you soon in one of those videos, I'm sure. Bye!